Mom, when did you go through menopause?
45.
Oh,
What do you think perimenopause is?
Ooh.
Mood swings, hot flashes.
Hot flashes.
It's just hot flashes and night sweats is the biggest crock of that's ever been delivered to people.
We are harming women.
My name is Sadhvi Sidali Shri. I'm a Jain monk, and apparently, I'm in perimenopause.
So menopause is one day in your life, medically. You should begin noticing perimenopausal symptoms between the ages of 35 and 45.
The depression, brain fog.
Oh boy, perimenopause affects 100% of women, yet most are never taught about what it actually is or how it influences every part of your life. In the new 4-part docuseries, Balance, a Perimenopause Journey, we see 2 female monks entering perimenopause, one of the least discussed transitions in a woman's life. And our medical contributor and professor at Northwestern University, Dr. Lauren Streicher, is with us. You're featured in the documentary. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm terrific. I'm terrific.
So I think women automatically think that all these symptoms are just menopause. It's like, oh, I must be entering menopause, but this perimenopause lasts a lot longer than that.
Well, the problem with perimenopause is it's such a confusing time because, like you said, people have symptoms and they're like, okay, well, is this perimenopause or is it menopause or is it something else completely different or midlife or medications? And people don't get good information, they get confused. And that was really why this documentary was done, with the idea of what's happening? How are women getting their information so that they can navigate their way through life?
Well, why is this such a mystery?
It's such a mystery because, first of all, nobody talks about it. Everyone's experience is so different, and there's so many myths out there about what perimenopause is. So just let me give you a quick definition so everyone knows what we're talking about. Menopause is when your estrogen tank is on empty. Your ovaries are no longer producing estrogen. Perimenopause is the time that leads up to that. Your ovaries are starting to wind down, but it's not like the estrogen level is just going like this. That would be easy. It's going like this. It's these erratic ups and downs. And because of that, people have symptoms that come and go, that are unpredictable, whether it's hot flashes, periods that appear out of nowhere, moodiness, brain fog. And people are just like, are you kidding? What's going on here? And then they might go to a doctor. They don't get any information. They go to social media. You can only imagine what they get there. And it's scary.
But is there anything to be done for
Absolutely.
it?
Absolutely.
Aside from hormones or?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's part of one of the myths is that, well, A, there's nothing to be done, so you have to live through it. Or B, hormones are the only option, and I don't want to take hormones. First of all, let's talk about how long it lasts and when it hits you, because that's one of the big myths. Everyone has this idea that this is grandma, in your 50s. No, 51 is the average age to stop making estrogen, but perimenopause typically starts in the 40s, much earlier than people think. So they get blindsided. But on the other end of the spectrum, we've got all these social media people out there saying, oh, well, it starts like when you're, 25. No, it doesn't. It doesn't during your 30s. So the trick is like you said, knowing, what the symptoms are so that you can get some help for them. And that's really the big message, is that there's a lot that can be done.
Let's take a look at another clip.
Treated different from men when it comes to sexual medicine.
Oof, this is a good one.
The truth of the matter is that if every single guy woke up on his 50th birthday and found that he couldn't think, he couldn't sleep, he couldn't function, and his penis was the size of a breakfast sausage so that he could never have sex again, no doctor would say to him, this is just part of aging. Deal with it. I mean, they would declare a national emergency.
It is a good point. How does this all affect the husband?
Well, sometimes people have to take HRT as in husband replacement therapy. That's the only way to get through it.
But what do you take?
Well, it depends on the symptom. It depends on the symptom. And that's the thing. Some people it's hot flashes. Some people it's brain fog. Some people it's periods that are all over the place. It also depends. Are you early perimenopause, mid perimenopause, post-menopause. So there's a lot to be done, but it also means you have to work with someone who knows what they're doing, which was the point of this documentary. You know, when I was asked to be in the documentary, and I was like, okay, where are you going with this? And they said, well, we want to know the typical person's journey. Well, there is no typical person's journey. I mean, these two Jane monks who I got to know really well through the filming of the series, you know, they went and saw 20, 30 experts. They got, you know, some really good advice and some really bad advice. Your average woman doesn't get any advice, or if she does, she's getting it from social media and she's really confused. So
All right.
it was fun, it was interesting.
Let's see one more clip here.
All right.
He or she's an OBGYN. This is their world. Of course they're going to know. And when they're told no, hormone therapy isn't a good idea, or they're not offered at all, it never occurs to them to say, well, gee, maybe I should get another opinion, because they trust that doctor.
Yeah, and that's a big issue as well, because people trust their OBGYNs, as they should. They delivered their beautiful, perfect children, right? But that doesn't mean that they're a menopause expert. So that's also what we really talked about a lot in the documentary is, how do you find an expert? How do you know who is an expert? What do you do when on social media they're telling you one thing and your doctor's telling you something else? You know, everyone always says, how do you know who to believe on social media? Well, I always say there's three big flags. First of all, MD after the name should not fool you into thinking they know what they're doing or how many followers they have. If they're selling something, steer clear, whether it's supplements or something else. And then when they make these blanket statements, everyone has to take hormone therapy. No one should take hormone therapy. It's more nuanced than that. So, you know, beware of the person who's selling something.
Well,
more than
Larry gets
anything
all
else.
of his medical advice from social media, and he
I know,
just doesn't
I know. In fact, he sends a lot of it to me. I'm like, really, Larry?
check it
That's so interesting.
Well, the information on tonight's screenings on your screen is at classic cinemas like XQ and Oak Park tonight at 7. Dr. Stryker will be part of the panel discussion following the film. For tickets, you can go to eventbrite.com and search Balance. Thanks. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, doctor. All right, we're going around town.
Hey, Anna.
Good morning.